everybody, welcome back to my channel. This video is going to be a review type video of some art materials, watercolor paints, and watercolor paper. I received this from the Hippie Crafter and I've been just playing and having a ball with it. So I received it a few months ago. So I'm going to just test out the paints for you, go over the paper with you, and then show you some of the things I created with it. So, and maybe do a little painting. So we're going to just open. Now this watercolor paper, it does not say cold press, or it does not say 100% cotton. But it is a pretty good paper. It says for watercolor paints and mixed media, acid-free, professional grade, it says, neutral pH and cold press surface. So, you know, take that what you want. It feels like cotton paper, or, oh, maybe partially cotton paper, but there is no mention of that on the packaging. But it says, you know, if our products do not meet your expectations, email us for a full refund. I will have to say that they sent me this to try out and show you on my channel. It's been a while, but I thought I would go ahead and test this out for you and show you some of the different things I did with this paper. It's pretty good paper. Now these paints, these watercolor paints, I've used them a lot. So mixed them, put them through the gamut, and I've pre-sprayed them today. So you can see where I've really have been well loved, and I've tried them out a lot. So I really have enjoyed them. I've found some favorites, and you know, I'll just kind of go over and start with you. So I don't know, did I do a full swatch? Let me look. I've got so many papers over here that I worked with them. Here's some swatches. There's some swatches. Oh, I made some pretty things with them. Here's some swatches. Nice and vibrant. You know, really, here's some swatches. You know, I really messed around with them for a good long while. And, oh, here's some more swatches, I think. Oh, well, there's some, I don't think that was on this paper. So it looks pretty good. It works pretty good. Whoops. Alright, so the packaging is fun and cool and vibrant, and I really like the packaging. There's some swatches on the inside it comes. Now I found some of these colors a little samey, you know. So I would say that, you know, some of the reds are a little samey and some of the blues are a little samey. So that's the only negative. I would have liked to see a white in this, because I like to mix with white paint, but a lot of people don't, you know. A lot of people say no to white, but I like white. So let's just start in and go and start messing around. I'll do a oh, let's see, maybe a type of a poppy. Let's do it this way. I like doing these because you just use the side of your brush. This paper is very nice. And let's get some a darker red and pop in there. And we'll have to let that dry. Okay, let's do it again over here. And I've been going, sometimes I'll mix on the palette first, but I've just been going straight from the palette. It's fun, they're vibrant. I really have enjoyed. That's more of a rose color. I'll get this red poppy color. I like to bring those petals down. And let's see. Let's do one more. Maybe up here we'll do just a little bud. Okay, let's get some green. Now I've been liking this olive green for leaves. I'll show you the difference. That's kind of a big stem, but that's okay. This is just a baby. And I'll show you the difference, but I'll put a little bit more dark in there while it's wet. I'm really have been enjoying these. Now, it conforms to ASTM D4236. It says it is made in China. Okay, so this is mostly dry. It's still a little damp right through there, but I'm going to go ahead and pick a different red. This one is Amaranth Red. And I'm going to come in with some more concentrated color and just throw in some petals here. And kind of make that look like a bowl shape. So the lightest is in the back and the darkest is in the front. And I'm going to do the same here and the same over here. I think these are fun to play with and just fun to kind of go for it and just play. Okay, so that's not the best in the world, but I am going to take some of this black over here, and that's in this last one, and I'm going to just make some stems or stamen. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and maybe got 3 up here. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Odd numbers. I'm into those odd numbers. And I am going to pop in a little bit of black down here. I could pop green, but I'm choosing to do black, and it's kind of turning it a dark purple color. I'm going to reinforce those stems here in a minute, and then I'm going to take some of this, let's see, maybe some of this golden yellow and put some little accents on this. I don't know if you can see that or not. Let's see if I can do it bigger up here and up here. Yeah, maybe put some down there. And then maybe I'll do some spattering. Take some of this olive green again. I'm getting some dents in this olive green. It's one of my favorite greens of the palette. And here and here. And I'm going to put some leaves on there. They may not be what's realistic to the flower, but we're going to do it anyway. Not super pigmented, but nevertheless, I think it's super fun. Now, you could use these if you wanted to and scan your work. I don't know how light fast these are. They don't claim to be light fast. But, you know, if you wanted to use these and scan your work and digitize it, you know, why not? I think they're nice, bold colors. And now, I didn't make much separation with these flowers, but I could go back in with a micron or something and outline everything and put more definition. But in the meantime, you know, I didn't have any cauliflowering or anything on these flowers. And this paper reacted really well. Let me spatter some green on there too. I just think that looks fun in a loose painting. So, okay, let me show you what I've done with some of these paints that, you know, I did the swatches, and that's, you know, me mixing them. And when you mix them, they mute out. So, oh, my little granddaughter did this. Fun. Okay, so I did all kinds of paintings with these, and I thought that they worked out really nice. Not composition, I'm just been playing. Look at that. Aren't these vibrant and cool? And then I just did little pink flowers. I worked on both the front and the back. Landscape, not good. Sunflower. Some more of those flowers. And I just took the black watercolor and went around the edges. There's pink flowers. And then I was doing a zinnia. I had a fake plant in front of me. I was practicing roses. And then I did these carrots. I thought these carrots turned out really good. I really liked them. I found some tricolored carrots at Costco, and they had the stems on them and everything, so I thought, oh, I'm going to paint those. I didn't paint on the back of that one, but I need to. And then I did the carrots again. I really enjoyed that. And then I did them again. So I was trying to perfect them because I really liked that. And I thought, you know, if I could paint it bigger. And I think I took some Neo colors and went around this one and that one. I thought, well, you know, if I can get this perfected. And then I did some hydrangeas. I didn't quite finish it, but, you know, it was going in the right direction. I think this is Neo color. Let me see if, I don't think it was Neo color. I think it was Neo color, but I think it was Neo color ones that don't dissolve. So I got some new of those. And I thought, well, that could bring some cool texture in. So I really enjoyed that. And then I was practicing making fruit. So that was kind of cool. Did really well, the vibrancy and everything. And this is not their paper, but this is Arches Rough. And I had it some laying around, and it worked really well on those. I was practicing my birds, and then practicing my oranges, practicing birds again, and then just practicing flowers. I play a lot, you know. I like to play. This is Arches Rough, so I've got some other sides to work up. And then, you guys, they sent me 2 pads of this paper. They sent me 2 pads of these paper. I'll have to edit that out. And if I don't edit it out, you know, please be kind. That's my alarm to remind me of some lifey things going on. So then I took some of this paper and I folded it, tore it out, folded it in half, made 2 signatures, and then took some embroidery floss and made a small sketch. I think that's Coptic stitch. And I didn't put it inside of a book cover or anything, but I just thought, well, let's just play and see what's going on. And then I did. I just played with the colors and, you know, did borders on some, messed with patterns. I really like this one, and I really like this one too. I thought that was really cool. And then just circles. See how well they bled into each other. The flow of them, you know, not that great, but I didn't use much water either. And then just, you know, a mushroom, a flower, kind of hippie things. Started on some buildings, but didn't go back and finish them after they dried. Did a bird. And that's as far as I got. Still got a few more pages. So, got a lot of room to play. Got a lot of room for ideas and imagination. And, you know, I think it's a great set to have. And I looked it up, and I think it was like 30. I'd have to go back and look. But I'll put the link in the description below so you can, if you want to grab this set, I think it'd be great for teenagers. And, you know, I put a little pan of gouache, white gouache in there so I could get some pastels. But I had a blast working with these. So I thought it was extremely fun. And, you know, I got some really good saturated colors. And let's just see here. This is a gold. Here's a Posca pen. We can go around. I like them. I think they're really fun, and I don't get real precious about them either. So that's one thing I enjoyed about it, you know, is I didn't worry about using them. And I used them for, gosh, 2 months straight, and didn't get a whole lot of paint used up. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and you know, if you like the Hippie Crafter, let me know. If you don't, you know, it's just a branding thing, you know, is what it is. And they're trying to get you with your branding, and I think it's a fantastic idea that would attract a whole different audience, you know, more of a hobby crafter. But you know, you could use it for your professional if you want. Like I said, if you wanted to digitize your, you know, I don't know if they would survive museum conditions, but how fun is this? It's just so much fun. So, gosh, you gotta let me know what you think. And let's pull it down. We can get a good screenshot for the thumbnail. And there you go. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know in the comments below what you'd like to see next. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll see you later. Bye.